Last one to solve this puzzle dies.
Bruh.
Oh!
Bruh.
Yes!
Bruh.
This is a Rubik's Cube, and they say only geniuses can solve it. And as you saw in those clips, these guys were solving it in under 3 seconds. So I'm going to challenge myself to solve it in under 3 seconds. Bro, you're not that guy. You can't do it in 3 seconds. Increase the timer, fam. Okay, I'm going to solve it in under 30 seconds. Bro, do you think you're Barry Allen the Flash? You can't do it in 30 seconds either. Increase it, bro. What? Okay, how about under 3 minutes? You know what? That might work. Go for it. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to challenge myself to solve it in under 3 minutes. Okay, before we start, what the frick is a Rubik's Cube? Well, in basic terms, it's just a 3x3 puzzle. And it was first invented by Enro Rubik in 1974. And he himself, at first, couldn't even solve it. What? And that's because a 3x3 Rubik's Cube has 43 quintillion different combinations.
Bruh.
It eventually took him a month to solve, and that's because he developed an algorithm and method to solve all 3x3 Rubik's Cubes. A couple of years later, in 1980, a book was published, so everyone had the secret sauce of completing a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And now, almost 50 years later, this is where I come in. What I first tried to do was solve it using my own skill and intuition. But after 30 minutes of trying, I was only able to solve one side, so I got frustrated and I blew up. Secondly, I went on Google and ChatGPT to help me solve this puzzle. But again, after 30 minutes of trying, nothing worked. So I got frustrated and I blew up. Okay, then I went on YouTube Shorts. And there's this one wasteman that uploaded a video that said method to solve all cubes. So I was trying the method for 15 minutes until I realized the video was a troll. So I've been trolled for 15 minutes. So I got frustrated and I blew up. So after 2 hours of scouring the internet and trying various different methods, I finally came across this video. And with this guy's help and explanation, I was finally able to solve my first ever Rubik's Cube. But it still took me 2 hours. And there's no point me trying to explain how to solve a Rubik's Cube, because he does it better. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. Finally, the only thing that remains is for me to complete the Rubik's Cube in under 3 minutes. So let's get to it. The first time I completed a Rubik's Cube, it took me around 2 hours. The second time, it took me around 50 minutes. The third time, it took me around 10 minutes. Each subsequent time took me less and less. And that's because I started memorizing the method and the algorithm and where to place each color in the cube. I kept on going and going until this happened.
Wow.
Hey, I did it. You see that? Under 3 minutes, full cube done. Come on, my guy. After completing the challenge, I felt accomplished and I felt like I achieved something. But there was no excitement. That's because my excitement was reserved for the first time I solved the Rubik's Cube. The first time I completed the Rubik's Cube, I was overjoyed and filled with excitement. And that's because ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. And I've been wanting to solve a Rubik's Cube. And now that I finally did it, it felt like one of my childhood desires has finally been accomplished. And if you want to solve a Rubik's Cube, I'd say go for it. Because the information is out there. And you can go from something like this to something like this.